We were called out to rescue a swan at Chelsea Football Club's training ground in Cobham. The security every 100 yards was just unbelievable. It was just obviously just laden with money and looked absolutely magnificent. When we got to the lake, the swan had a very large stick up on the side of its leg, which had obviously got stuck in its rings, and it obviously was stopping the swan from flying and obviously causing it distress. Luckily there were two guys in Chelsea football shirts came over and volunteering their services.
We'll bring the boat over there.
Will you? Yeah. Thank you, mate. That's cool. I guess they were footballers. I wouldn't know who they were from Adam. But they offered us their boat, but when I went to inspect it, it had no rowlocks, which is the thing you have to rest the oars in to get the pressure to row.
You'll never row with that at speed without your rowlocks, as they say.
They had a much nicer boat there with an engine on the back. Sadly, the engine didn't work. It was off being repaired.
So I'm going to have to go back and get our boat, I think.
When I collected the boat, I went to get Sean, because I knew it was going to be a long rescue. We got our boat onto the water.
Right, the old man gets to row.
And even at my great age, I'm still a better rower than him. The whole idea was to drive the swan to the shore so Sean could hook it. But as luck would have it, whenever I managed to get it in towards the shore, Sean was on the wrong side of the lake.
You've got a second to get there, man.
He just couldn't run fast enough, although I shouted at him for not getting in the right place at the right time, because you don't get a lot of chance at this. Well, I was rowing bravely around the lake for about 2.5 hours.
I know one thing, I'm knackered.
I was really beginning to give up any hope of catching the swan at all. And I heard this little revving engine and a sigh of great relief as this little boat came chugging across the water far faster than I can row. We weren't getting anywhere very fast, having spent nearly now 3 hours trying to herd these swans. I decided to jump into the powered boat, hoping I could hook it from the powered boat, and Sean then went in the rowing boat to try to cut off its escape or try and hook it if it came near him. That was the plan.
My boat's taking on water.
Very close, but not close enough.
His boat was now out of commission. Because Sean wasn't there, which was probably a bonus, as we went round in the boat, it came up onto the shore and legged it. Cameraman in the wrong place.
Trust Simon to choose my one blind spot to catch the swan.
Sean in the wrong place.
She's taking on water, Captain.
But I was there as always. It had to go down into the ditch. Fortuitously, the Chelsea football guy was in the ditch coming towards it. The only trouble is the closer he got to it, the more scared he got. So instead of him coming to drive the swan to me, he turned round and legged it the other way. So Andy's had to jump down the ditch to take over. And in the end, it was such a gentle grasp.
And all we want to do to you, missus, is get that stick out of your leg.
It's weird that the stick actually came out by itself in the end.
Her heart's racing, my heart's racing, but you're a free swan, my precious one.
And all I then had to do was lift it back out of the ditch.
I'm coming up.
Nicely done, my man.
Man, that was ace driving.
Yeah.
Swan rescue I used you.
Was that one still recording when I almost went in?
Yeah, still going now. Let's just watch that again, shall we?